Hello students, a very good morning. So students, as in last class also we have seen some experimentation here, and in that experimentation diode characteristics, that how to plot in forward bias and reverse bias we have seen. So let's today see here the next experiment, that is for the refractive index of liquid. So let's go again in our online lab. Again, if you are new, then procedure that you have to follow. First you have to browse OLAPS. Then after browsing it, you will go to the page where number of things you will get, like here I think this kind of page you can see. So in this OLAP you can see number of subjects are available here for the experimentation, that is physics, chemistry, biology, maths and English. So you have to click on physics. Now after clicking on physics, you can see here for different classes here number of experiments, you can see collection of experiments are here. So first again we can go to our class, that is for class 12th. For class 12th, number of again experiments, like for term 1 also you can see. First as up to now 2 of the experiments we have done, that is for a spectrometer prism and also diode characteristics. So let's do today the I think we haven't done this one. I think we have done the concave lens and its focal length by contacting method. Later we will see also this experiment. So first today we will see the refractive index of liquid. This experiment we can see now. So for this experiment, refractive index of liquid, when you will click, you can see here number of resources are available for this experiments, like how to write the practical file, how to write content. You can see content from here, like first theory it is given here, procedure also given for online as well as for offline, that is real labs. Here simulator, this is our online lab, and now videos are also available for the experimentation that is done in the laboratory. Viva voice questions you can see. These are resources and feedback you can give here. So first let's start with the concept of the theory. So for theory you can see here the first content is for our objective. So objective of our experiment is to determine the refractive index of a liquid using convex lens by parallax method. So parallax method I will tell you later what it is. Here we have to find out refractive index of liquid by using convex lens, as we cannot convert normally liquid into lens, but using convex lens we can convert into a concavo plano-concavo lens. Then that's why we will use here convex lens for this one. So before going in theory section, again after note down your objective first of all, and after that one we have to go in procedure. In procedure you can see number of lists are also here, that is first for the materials required. So in material required, the materials that are needed here for this experiments, that is given convex lens, given liquid. Liquid here, it is not mandatory only you can take water. One thing, as also you can take number of liquids here, later you will see also in your lab or even online lab, number of liquids are available, also number of convex lens are available. Next thing that we are needed here, that is plane mirror, that is retort stand, pointer, mercury, meter scale, China's. So this is all that we are needed for this experiment now. Next thing after this one, again first before just seeing anything real lab procedure or all, we will go in the theory section again. So when you will go in theory, so you can see here theory of the experiment is given. So you can see whenever here the light that is going from one media to another media, then that time velocity of light that is changing, and that is given by the property refractive index. So that's why we can compare here the refractive index easily. So this is the theory of our experiment. Here this ray diagram that you have to make in your file here. So this is our experiment also. For this experiment, one of the stand we have, then after on this stand we are keeping here liquid, the liquid that's refractive index we have to calculate. On the liquid we have to keep convex lens. So you can see the liquid that is in between convex lens, and this is plane mirror. So in plane mirror and convex lens, that is in the shape of plano-concave lens. So here liquid means liquid lens is formed here. Now we will calculate the refractive index of that liquid lens. Next thing you can see here, whenever the light rays that will go from here and that will come to the mirror and again they will reflect back. So image will form here, and this is our object. We can take needle as the object. Its image will be formed in this manner. So this is our objective here that we have to do, and this is our procedure of experimentation also. So the theory that you have to write, that is from here. So obviously when a convex lens is placed over some drop of the given liquid on a plane mirror, a plano-concave liquid lens is formed between the lens and the mirror. Just now I have told you. Now if f1 is the focal length of the convex lens and the capital F is the focal length of combination of lens and the plano-concave liquid lens. So this is our combined lens here, and that is F, capital F is the focal length of that. And if the focal length of f2, that we can easily calculate by using the combination rule. That is whenever two lenses are in combination, so that focal length is given by 1 by f is equal to 1 by f1 plus 1 by f2. Here this is our generalized form, and we can calculate f2 from using this relationship. Next one, after this one, if here r is the radius of curvature of the face of convex lens which is in contact with the liquid lens. So here if you can find out radius of curvature, and normally in our lab we are using spherometer to find out this one, but in online lab already the radius of curvature is given here. So directly you can note down from the our chart that thing. Then the refractive index you can calculate here by using this one. So that is NL is equal to 1 plus R by F2. So this is our relationship to calculate refractive index of liquid here. Now I think theory is clear. Then after theory section, again we have to go in procedure. In procedure, this is, you can see our real lab procedure is given. What you will do in your real lab. So as here we are going for the online lab, then that's why real lab procedure you can read by yourself. You can watch videos also for the real lab procedure, as here the videos that are given, that is the real lab videos. Next one, after this here we will go for this lab, that you can see simulated procedure that we will perform through the online lab. So for that one you can again just read this all. So here I will just tell you this procedure, then that's why I'm not going to just read here. You can read by yourself as you have opened already, and I recommend you to open the tab along with me so that you can understand and you can perform experiment. So here what you have to note down, now you have to note down this observation table. In this observation table, this one table left this one, only here these two tables we will use, that is the lens used. The first lens you can see this is convex lens on the plane mirror, and the second time the combination means first what we will do, we will put only the convex lens on plane mirror, and then we will put some drops of liquid, then we will keep our again convex lens, then that time combination of lens will be formed, and for this one we will perform the experiment. So experiment you have to do two times, as first we can calculate the value of f1, that is focal length of convex lens, then we can calculate the value of combined focal, that is capital F, then we can use the formula of combination to find out the focal length of liquid lens here. This is, you can see, distance of the pointer from top of the lens, bottom of the lens. So this is our distances, and you can note down this thing first. Now let's come in our lab this time. The third option is given here for the simulator. So just click on this one. Now when you will click, you can see this is our the page that will open here. In this page, first you can see this is our retort stand, and in this retort stand a scale is already attached. Through this, whenever you will just keep it up and down, here a magnified image of the scale will also show that. Through that one you can note down the reading easily. Now you can see with the just here clamp, a needle is attached here. So you can see this needle, and now you can see in this way, by using object pointer you can move this thing. So here only to show, this is our needle, you can see this is working as the object. Now this is what, that is our user view. user view, whenever we are just keeping our eye from left to right. So exactly now I will tell you what is the parallax. So you can see this time these two needles are in contact with each other, means the image, object and image that are forming at the same point. So this is our objective, that we had to find out image that should be formed with tip to tip of the object in this manner. But whenever you will just to move down this one, you can see the object is going somewhere, image is going somewhere. So it means now here this is known as now the parallax. So we have to remove this parallax. It means we have to find out one of the situation. For this, these two needles should move along with each other, means both of the needles should be moving whenever we are moving the user views. Means with our eyes, their location of image and object should not be changed. Their tip to tip image will be moving along with each other. So let's see here first how to conduct the experiment. So for conduction of experiment, first we have to select the convex lens. So number of convex lens are given here. Suppose the convex lens 2 we are choosing. You can choose by yourself anything. And first if you will choose convex lens 2, 3, 4 and 5, whatever you have chosen, for that you have to write down also that in observation table, as we are performing experiment in online lab. Next thing, the select the methods here. So for method selection, two of the methods we have to do. First without liquid, second with liquid. So just now in chart observation table you have seen as one of the experiment we have to conduct without liquid, means here you can see on this table the convex lens is kept here. So if you will select without liquid only, you can see here convex lens, but with liquid you can see liquid also present here. So this is our with liquid experiment, that is combination of lenses, and in this case only one of the lens we will have here. Next, after selecting these two, let's here do our experiment. So you can now see here the thickness of the convex lens is given, as well as here other things will also be given now. Next thing, let's just go for here. Now for the experimentation, what you will do, you will again just move down this pointer or in this manner, so that these two needles first they should come along with each other. Means here still you can see they are moving, even they are not moving along with each other. So you have to just move down their location, so that one of the situation you can get when these two should move with each other. So still you can see parallax is not removed. Little amount still parallax are here. Let's test now again. Still you can see there is parallax. So this is our way here to do the experimentation. Now you have to just do the number of choice you have to here for object pointer you have to keep. Then you have to see these two needles should move along with each other. So this is our objective here exactly. Still you can see here this is parallax. So you have to just find out one of the location, students. Just conduct the experiment by yourself, so that you can get one of the method, one of the point here. Students, by this one you can see whenever we will move the left to right now, user view, here you can see that both tip of the here moving with same other. So this is now the parallax is removed now. So students, just now you have seen how you have to remove the parallax method. Then again what you have to do, then you have to just don't have to just to change anything here. First, what you have to do, the condition when parallax removed here that you are getting, you have to note down that point from here, object pointer. So on the object pointer, whatever the reading was there, you have to note down that one. After this, as I think this reading I have just changed now just. And next thing, after this one, with liquid you have to do the same experiment. So whatever is the lens that you have chosen, suppose 2, 3, 4, whatever you have chosen for that one, again lens should be same in both of the cases. Then from here, whenever you will select with liquid method, then also liquid is available. So you can see number of liquids are available like water, benzene, methanol, glycerine, 50% sugar solution. So you can use any of the solution, any of the liquid here to calculate its refractive index. So for example, you can choose benzene here, or you can choose glycerine here, or water, anything you can choose. And first, whatever the liquid you are choosing, you have to note down also in your observation table, because you will find out refractive index of that liquid. According to that one, also you have to change your objective, because in your objective we have written to find out the refractive index of I think if given liquid is you have written, then that is better, but if water is written, then you have to change that thing. So again, with liquid you have to do the same procedure. Also you have to move out the pointer in such a manner its image you can see in such a manner when whenever this user view we will change, like from this to this, then that time it should be here moving with same, but nearly it is moving image and object with same, but again parallax is not removed. So you have to find out that situation when parallax should be removed here. So you can, I think, do now by yourself, because without liquid we have seen that case. So whenever this parallax will be removed in those cases, then that time again object pointer reading we have to note down. Now object pointer reading, that is given from the bottom. So as whole of the scale is of 45 centimeter as it is given here. So you have to take down the reading by just subtracting it from 45, the top view of this one. So like in procedure, if we will go again, let's go in. So in procedure here, in observation table here you can see distance of the pointer from top of the lens, bottom of the lens. So here from top of the lens, what is the distance, and from bottom of the lens distance is given. Top of the lens distance you can just take down after just taking minus from 45. Next one, here you have to do 2 trials for one of the experimentation, like without liquid. If you have done the experiment, at least to do the experiment 2 times, get 2 readings, then take mean of this for top of the here distance from top of the lens and bottom of the lens. After that one, for only without liquid, if you will take mean of these 2 distances, then that will provide you the value of focal length of the convex lens. Now as with liquid also we have done the same procedure, means object and image that tip to tip should be matched and parallax should be removed. That condition we have to note down here for 2 of the trials. Then again we have to take mean of these 2 trials and these 2 trials. Then this will be the combined focal length of the liquid lens and convex lens. Next one, after this, the calculations that we have to do. The calculation first you can do now for this one, to calculate the focal length of liquid lens. So focal length of liquid lens is f2 is equal to again f1 minus f. And now radius of curvature, how can you find out here? So as I think radius of curvature was not given in our data, then that's why you can find out easily this one. The distance of the pointer from the center of the lens. So distance of the pointer can be found out now by this one here. Next thing, and again for calculation of the radius of curvature, now you have to just note down this one, convex lens floated on mercury. So after that again in experiment, if you will select mercury, then that time convex lens that is floated on mercury, for that one again you have to do the same procedure, that is pointer of object and image should be matched tip to tip, and after that one here d1 can be calculated. you have to use this formula, that is the distance of pointer from radius of curvature of the lens. And now that can be calculated here by this one, the y2 and y1 already that is given here. This is y2, this is y1 for this, and then d1 we have calculated. Now we can calculate capital D, small d, not capital D. Then radius of curvature of the lens, that is given by the formula r is equal to f1d upon f1 minus d from here. Then after you can calculate refractive index of given liquid. So I think the arrangement of the whole of the experiment is clear. Only we have to find out one of the position when two image and objects of one of the needle here, that should be here matched with tip to tip. Again you can see this is our object, this is our image here, that should be matched by tip to tip. And whenever you will move here this cursor from left to right, that is in user view, then that time this whole of the matching then means image and object should move together. So this is called now parallax method or parallax removal method. So exactly you have to remove this parallax, and then you can find out easily whole of the cases here. Now next thing after this one, let's again go in the procedure section. So after going in procedure section, you can just write down result of the experiment here, that is refractive index of given liquid. So whatever the liquid you have chosen, you can write down for this one. In place of given liquid, write down the name of that liquid, that is that like refractive index of water, refractive index of benzene or methanol, whatever we have chosen, you can do by here. So this is I think whole thing about this experiment is now clear, students, to you all. And one more thing, if you will do this experiment in real lab, then that time again just I am saying to find out radius of curvature, you have to use spherometer there. And also you can choose any of the liquid that time also, like basically water is chosen, but a number of liquids are available also in lab, so you can use that one. So and method is same exactly, whether you are working for real lab or virtual lab, both of the methods are same. Means first we will again in real lab also we will find the focal length of convex lens by the same method, like plane mirror you will use, and on this mirror you have to put the convex lens. After putting the convex lens, again as a needle is attached with the pointer by using the clamp, and then you have to adjust the height by yourself, just like we are here using the pointer to vary to find out the situation when object and image both are matched to tip and parallax is removed. So the same method you have to find out also in lab. Though there is no difference in online lab or your offline labs, the procedure is same, to determination of radii is same, and also determination of the refractive index of liquid is same for both of the cases. So there are now here overall 3 experiments students here that we have done up to now, and in our next class here again we can just perform some other experiments, like if you will go in the home section, then again like in physics section, if I will go, so just give me 1 second. Yeah, here you can see again we have still a number of experiments, like you can also find out concave mirror focal length by UV method, convex mirror focal length. So as here we are not studying for mirror, so in this case only I have given you the method for concave lens focal length calculation, but by using the same method you can also calculate the focal length of concave mirror and convex mirror. So just try it by yourself. Here up to now 3 of the experiment, that is concave lens focal length, diode characteristics, refractive index of liquid, these 3 methods we have studied up to now, and we have performed the experiments for this one. In next class we will perform experiment for this spectrometer prism, then we will move further for here Zener diode, and maybe we can also perform transistor characteristics, but up to now only 5 these are 5 experiments that we will conduct in our lab for term 2 examination, that is these are the 5 experiments here. So students, I think experiment is clear and you have also performed experiment along with me. So just let's end our class here by this one today. Thank you. Experiment is clear and you have also performed experiment along with me. So just let's end our class here by this one today. Thank you.